Ain't no hood like motherhood. 90s baby. Had a baby. That.
That's my boy. That's what's going on in here.
I'm so excited. Hey trendsetters, it has been a long time since I got to sit down and talk to you. Things have progressed beautifully and wonderfully in ways that I don't think I'll be able to put into a video, but I have such an exciting video for you guys today. We're going to talk about my pregnancy briefly, then we're going to talk about my labor because I have really exclusive and awesome footage of when we were in the hospital, narrated by my boyfriend, and it's like so real, and you guys are just going to be amazed at it. And I remember when I was pregnant, I was all over YouTube and Google just looking up everything. So I hope this video is helpful for people. And also now being a mommy, I know that there's a lot of mommies, new mommies, especially with the quarantine. So after we're finished watching the labor process, which you guys are just gonna love, I'm gonna show you a little bit about our first day home and show you some footage, and then I'm gonna show you how I combated, or how I'm combating postpartum depression. So stick around, get you something to eat because it's gonna be longer than my other videos, and enjoy.
Everybody know that, baby, just believe in me. Believe in me. So tell me what to believe in me.
During my pregnancy, I'd say about like week 36, 38, I started getting really antsy. Like I thought every day could be the day that I gave birth, and really technically it could have been, but ended up giving birth 3 days after my due date. So my due date was May 27th. I gave birth on May 30th. So that morning was so funny. In the morning, I woke up at maybe 3:08, and I noticed that it's kind of wet, like a wet spot, but I was like all tired, and I turned and asked my boyfriend, and it was basically came to the conclusion that if we just wait it out, we'll find out for sure. So I woke up again, and it was even worse, and I think that was around like maybe 7. And so I called my sister because we didn't want to take our car and have to worry about parking at the hospital, child. So I called my sister, and my sister came, but it was funny. I was like, don't worry, sis, I'm not going to leak in your car, because it wasn't that bad. And right after I hung up, it was just like a gush. And I was like, should I change my pants? And then I look at her, I'll just grab a towel. So we headed downstairs and we went to the hospital. But an important thing about the labor process and just in general is to educate yourself about the whole thing, like the stages of labor, how your water may break or may not break. A lot of women's water actually doesn't break before contractions, but my contractions ended up not coming, so I got induced. It's important to get your head in the game. You cannot be anxious or like, you know that everyone has their day to go and have their baby and come home with baby. Your mom did it, your grandma did it, and Lord willing, your daughters will do it. So you have to just I would try not to be fearful at all. Take that out of the picture. Also, when we got to the hospital, they asked me if I had like any special requests, and I asked them not to say the word pain. So they would ask me how intense is the feeling and stuff like that, but I just wanted to eliminate that type of like mindset. So at the hospital, ordered out, and that took a while because I had to eat first, because after I got all the medicine, I wasn't going to be able to eat. So make sure you know that if you're getting induced.
What we doing, babe?
About to get ready to have our son.
Yeah. They about to give me something called Pitocin
That's gonna get the contraction started. And he's coming out today.
today. I'm gonna give him like 2 hours.
People keep texting me like, no, he might come out tomorrow. I'm like, not trying to hear
I
that shit.
know.
The way the doctor said he's coming out today. And ain't say nothing about no tomorrow.
My water's been broken for a very long
That
time.
joint got all of my shirts. It was leaky.
Yeah.
I got induced at 1:15. Y'all, those contractions, because I had fell asleep after I ate. I was like, tired or whatever. Okay? This feels weird, right? Yeah. And then I woke up because it felt like cramps at first. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is it.
You contracting right now, baby? It's all for our son. You gotta get the IV completely empty, and whatever that other crap is. Then we on to the next phase. From 1 to 10, how bad is it?
5.
She did 5. Okay, look what you put your mommy through. Get a good look, son. You smile.
And then, so they describe it as waves, like coming in waves. And that's really how it feels. It's a sensation that increases and then it like slowly dies down. I like how I described it. But yes, that's how that feels. So as you go deeper into labor, I guess I could describe it as like, it was like maybe a little, and then it's like getting bigger, and then it's like, so.
It's 3:05. She's still feeling it right now. Okay, I think it's going away. It's 3, I guess that's 3:05. Let's see when the next contraction gonna come. And babe, you still think you want like 3 or 4 kids? Can you just show the camera one more time? What does it feel like? Give me the example with your hands.
It feels like something's gripping up my skin and all my organs are going like this. It's twisting all the way around.
Ouch.
I feel okay now.
Alright, that's a minute. Almost a minute. That's my son's heartbeat. Yes.
I went in with the mindset that I was going to have a natural labor and a natural birth, and around 6 centimeters I caved, because at that point it was bearable but really bad. So I was like, if this is like 6 centimeters and I'm feeling like this, I was like, I'ma just not so
Alright guys, so she decided to get the epidural. The pain is obviously too much for her to bear. And I salute her for going this long. So hold your head up, babe. You're good. Caleb, I got a bunch of body shots for you, son. I think your mom do too. with a lot of love.
The crazy part is I miraculously was induced at 1:15 and had my baby, had Caleb, at 8:15 p.m. p.m. Like what? But yes, at 8:15 p.m. So that was a short process, because you know when people talk about labor, they're like, I was in labor for 28 days. I mean, basically 28 hours, and all this crazy stuff that was happening to them, and I was like, that's why I want you guys to not be in that mindset, because everybody is different. So don't go in there being all like scared. Don't be a little weak John. Like, no. So then it all really happened so crazy. So after the epidural, oh, did I say that? Yeah, so I told y'all I got the epidural.
So how you feeling now after taking the epidural?
Better.
I seen when they stuck it in your back. It's kind of creepy. It was
Wasn't as bad as I thought.
true. And then watching her stick her hand in your vagina was kind of something else too.
Oh yeah, I felt that. No, you mean just now?
Yeah.
I felt that.
525, guys. And she is now 6 centimeters. We got 4 more to go.
So I got the epidural. The nurse's name was Regina, and that was really comforting because my boyfriend's name is Reggie. So we was like bonding over that fact. And while I was getting the epidural in my back, I told her that I wasn't feeling well. She went and she grabbed a bucket. She stood in front of me. I was like, what? She was like, it's all right. But she didn't say it's all right. But her face and her presence told me it was all right. So I felt all right. And it was like a little pinch in the back. It was like, I don't know if my pain tolerance is as high and I'm a G thing or what. But that's basically how that happened for me. They put that in my back, and I still was having contractions for I would say about maybe 30 minutes. Like, so maybe I had to go through like 3 sets of contractions probably. Maybe no, I'm exaggerating. Probably 2 sets of contractions before. No, I think it was 3 sets before it kicked in. So really it all happened so fast, because next thing I knew, they was coming in, turning on the lights above me, and I'm like, oh, it's time. And it was like, yes. Oh yeah. Why am I lying? They did not sound like that, just in my head, okay? So I'm telling the story. Anyway, so they was like, yeah. And so the one nurse has this leg. I'm laying on my back, and my boyfriend has this leg. And the doctor where I am, so let's say you are giving birth right now, and I am the doctor. I was standing here, ready to, and you was all like, you want me to show you? You was like this, right there, with your head. And it was very, because you can't feel it. And when you get so I had moments of weakness, and I was like, how am I going to get this baby out if I cannot feel it? Like, I'm pushing, and they're being very encouraging. My boyfriend was like, oh, okay, like, the kisses and the pulling of the leg, and telling me that he saw the hair, and that was like, oh my goodness, because I was just, yeah. I pushed for 26 minutes. It felt like less than that, but that is actually a very impressive time, I've been told, to give birth. I did not have any stitches. I did not need them, but what I can tell you for sure is I needed those, my boyfriend and that doctor and that nurse in the room, because I needed encouragement. So whoever is with you, they have to be encouraging, let them know that they probably will be encouraging, but I just know that for sure that I received a pep talk by the doctor. She came from in front of me and came to my side, and she said, listen, nobody can get this baby out but you. You got to do this. And she said that right before my last push. So when my contractions came, the attending nurse put her hand on my stomach and she was like, here it is, go time. So as my boyfriend says, I got like did a cannonball and the baby was about to shoot out of me, Caleb, but the umbilical cord was wrapped around Caleb's neck. So the doctor pushed him back in real quick, unraveled him, and then boop, pushed him out. Pushed him out in 26 minutes. Pretty cool, right? I was just like crying once I realized he was on my chest, because like I was already crying, right? Well, I wasn't crying. Wait, okay, so I was panting, like, you know, because I kept blacking out, like, and I would just come to while I was pushing, like, oh, then like, it's crazy. But once the baby comes out, you forget all of it. They threw him on my chest, and I realized my boyfriend was like, babe, look. And it was just so special. I looked at him, and he already had his eyes open looking at me. Like, I was like, oh, baby, I love you. Mommy loves you so much. I've been waiting for you. And I was just like crying, and it was just a little goopy baby on my chest. And I was just in love. All that, like, I was just in love.
All right, let me lift you up, big boy. You are so handsome.
Oh, got it.
Sleeping? You leaving your second home?
On your way to your third. What? What's giving you a hard time?
Supposed to put this one here.
My bleeding stopped around the third week, and I had, the second week, and I had spotting until like the third or fourth. My emotions have been good. I've been very happy most of the time. Sometimes I do get overwhelmed. And before we even went to the hospital to have Caleb, my boyfriend and I had kind of a way that we planned to combat postpartum depression. And it was kind of just to make me feel happy. So things that make me feel happy are being like looking good. So we went shopping for new clothes. I got my hair done in a style that is low maintenance. So, you know, throw it up in a bun, fix the edges, you know, not something that I have to worry about when you child. You know how long and hard it took me to even sit down and record this video. He's taking a nap right now. But so yeah, also that would be a good idea for my trendsetters. Get a protective style. Okay, that's gonna last you, I would say, at least a month or two. At least 2 or 3 months. A month or two. At least 2 or 3 months. So also breastfeeding. Me and breastfeeding have a love-hate relationship. The bonding that takes place when you breastfeed and you see your little baby looking at you and you're just like, I am feeding you, I am woman, hear me milk. It is just so wonderful, but it can be a very frustrating process because you don't get to see what's coming out, or like, you know, sometimes the baby will be fussy and there's just different things that you have to learn. Like recently I learned that if he's tugging at my nip and like moving his body and being fussy, it doesn't always mean that he's done or I don't have milk. Sometimes he just needs to be burped. So, and that's something that you learn. It's like a learning curve, so you can't be hard on yourself. I started drinking body armor and pumped out a good amount. I also started eating more and drinking more water. So here I am in the 6th week getting in the swing of things. So for my ladies who are pregnant or, you know, just gave birth, take it easy and treat your body with love when you can. I know it's easier said than done. Okay. What else, guys? Can we talk? Let's talk. Talk back. Yeah. We also had a photo shoot, and I'll put some of those pictures in. One thing that has definitely been important to helping me combat postpartum depression has been working out. I know that in order to get my body where I want it to be, I have to treat it right. So we've been going to the YMCA regularly, or trying to at least whenever we have the energy to. Definitely gotta do better, but that's neither here nor there. We are going. And one of the great activities that I've been doing is baby wearing exercises with the baby carrier, like what you're seeing right now. And he is growing. He's like 10, at least 11 pounds right now. So when I wear him, I definitely get resistance. I walk around the track. I do different strength building exercises, different weight exercises, and I even shoot around occasionally. Another thing that has, you're snoring. Another thing that has been really important to combating postpartum depression has been, and it's gonna sound crazy, but nudity. Being naked has helped me tremendously. Watching my body change, accepting the change, the beauty of it, and just not being ashamed or afraid to see what's going on. The changes in my breasts, my hips, my stomach, and things are changing constantly, and I'm well aware of it, and I like it. I have appreciation of it. So it's not like a taboo thing, a post-pregnancy body. I don't want you guys to like be afraid to see it. I found that important to add into this video. Also, the support that you need, NEED, need in your postpartum period will tremendously help you through any type of postpartum anxiety or postpartum depression. In the days leading after we were admitted from the hospital, like we left from the hospital, my mom came over, his mom came over, and then our sisters and his grandmother. We had lots of people visiting, helping, people offering to do the dishes and they clean up for us, and it took a great weight off of my shoulders and my boyfriend's, because his father's, because, you know, as you're getting into the swing of parenthood, you don't always have time to wash a dish or, you know, sweep up what you spilled, or you know what I mean. So family, and you know, just showing you the way, and family showing you the way, and encouragement and patience. I'm so grateful for having a partner that is able to be my teammate during this. And whenever I am feeling away, I can talk to him about it. So that is another great part about having support. When you're feeling away, you have someone to talk to about it. And also, I have been really deep into different mommy communities, and I suggest that for you. What to Expect has great communities for mommies, as well as Facebook. I've been in multiple groups like May Babies of 2021, First Time Mom, Black Moms, Melanated Moms, Philadelphia Moms, Mommy Moms, okay? Because a community of women never hurts, especially for first-time moms like us, or me, whatever you may be watching this video. So I feel like this is a great time to wrap it up. Let me see my baby. Let me see. He's sleeping. Oh. I put this little outfit on and I promise you guys he was awake. Not him sleeping. Like snoring. Caleb. Oh. Caleb, just a little peeky at your face, okay? Do you see his little baby khakis? I'm done. I'm finished. Guys, the best part about pregnancy is the result. Beautiful baby that is coming your way if you're pregnant, or if you had a baby, or if you want a baby, wherever you're watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Trendy Caleb out.